Hi, I'm Stormy. Please like and subscribe. I lived with my parents in a small city in the States. My parents loved me loads, and I was living a simple, peaceful life until I discovered something strange about me on my 5th birthday. When I was about to thank the guests after the party, I felt quite nervous with everyone staring at me. Thank you all for coming to my birthday. What a fumble. That's the first time I realized I stutter in nervous situations. Everyone around me laughed, and I just ran away. I sat by the pool, crying when a girl my age with glasses came and sat down near me.
Hey, I'm Nora. We just moved here. I know speeches suck. Yuck. I hate them too.
She wiped my tears, and I instantly put my arm around her. It felt like we were destined to be friends. Mommy takes me to the park every night. Want to come along? It'll be fun! And so, we met at the park every evening, and soon we became best friends. One such day, I saw another girl with Nora. As I approached them, the girl started laughing.
Don't tell me you're friends with her! Isn't she the dummy who said thank you at her birthday party?
Yeah, I did. But what's your problem?
You're such a stupid combo, Stormy! The dummy and no eyes Nora!
Ha 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 ha! She laughed and pulled Nora's glasses. Nora reached out for them, but the girl threw them on the ground and stomped on them. I lost it! I kicked her hard, and she fell on her butt. How dare you mess with my friend?
Your friend? She's my sister, you moron! Get lost!
What? Turned out she was Nora's twin sister, Leah. She gave Nora a death stare and ran to complain to her mom. She can't be your sister, Nora. She's awful.
Yeah, she is. That's why I didn't introduce her to you before. We just never get along. But thanks for standing up for me.
Days passed, and we all started going to the same school. Whenever Leah or anybody bullied me or Nora, we always stood up for each other. Life was good, until one day in the 6th grade, Nora told me the saddest news.
Their family was moving to New York City. I don't want to go, but my dad's got some big job there and he can't miss it. I'm so sorry.
She hugged me, and we both burst into tears while Leah mocked and laughed at us. And that's the last day we all met. I missed Nora so much that I didn't even attend school for days. But then, Mom and Dad encouraged me. Slowly, I started focusing more on my studies and became a school topper. But when I was in high school, my parents came up with a strange plan. They wanted me to move in with my aunt in New York for a better education. I wasn't so happy to leave them, but I agreed. When I reached New York, Aunt was so pleased to have me. She took me shopping around the city and got me all ready for my new school. Stepping into the big school, I felt like I was in a movie. I walked straight up to my class in the 9th grade, but almost all the seats were taken. I was gazing around when suddenly a girl waved at me. Me?
Yeah, come on up. Here's a seat.
That was so sweet. I walked near her, but then I noticed from her smile, she's someone I knew. OMG, Nora, is that you? You look amazing, and you got contacts.
I know. Gotta make some changes.
And you're beautiful as ever, too. We shouted in excitement while the whole class stared at us like crazy. Nora took me out on a tour around the school, and we bumped into Leah.
Oh God, you again! How many more losers can a class of grade 9 hold?
And she had a set of minions here too around her. Seems like she hadn't changed one bit. Well, maybe you can leave and never come back so the class will be one loser less. Nora and I laughed and high-fived. Leah looked like she was about to attack me, but some teacher walked by just then and I escaped. Later that day at lunch, I sat down with Nora at a table, and the next minute, 2 girls brought us food as if in a restaurant.
Hey, don't you know I'm on a diet? Take this burger back and get me a salad and... Oh, one for Stormy too.
No, really, it's fine. I can get my own lunch. Thanks.
Hey, why? Easy girl, see, she's already going. Now chop chop.
Whoa! I was surprised to see she was a big shot in the school with her own set of minions. As we were eating, Leah was sitting a few tables away, and I saw a strange grin on Nora's face.
Now watch the show.
Saying that, she walked straight to Leah with a bottle of water. She silently poured the whole bottle onto her food. Leah snapped and pushed her hard. Nora fell down with a scream.
Ah! Look guys, she slapped me and pushed me down for no reason. Do you want such a mean girl to be your president? Stop embarrassing yourself, Nora! You're going to lose no matter what you try! We'll see about that.
was happening? When she came back to her seat, I asked Nora, what was all that about Nora, and I saw that you started it. That wasn't very nice of you.
Why? I told you. You got to change to fit into the world or you'll lose. Well, here I mean the school president election. I'm running and so is Leah, and I have to beat her butt.
I wasn't liking her cheap winning tactics, but she was my friend. And when she asked me to help prepare posters for her campaign, I did. The day before the election, the candidates had to give their final speech in front of all the students, and the second student had to speak in favor of each candidate too. I was praying Nora wouldn't look up to me, but she did, and I really had to step up. I started off confidently, but suddenly I realized how many pairs of eyes were on me, and I lost my nerve. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is vote for no. No, Nora! And the whole school ended up shouting in chorus.
No, Nora!
Nora looked furiously at me and stormed off. I called her out, but she didn't stop. Gosh, I'd messed up, but I hadn't done it on purpose. She shouldn't have asked me. And when the election results were announced, Leah was declared the winner. I knew Nora would be really mad, but I had no idea what she'd do next. Just as the previous president was putting the president badge on Leah, Nora came charging straight at her onto the stage and knocked Leah over. She ripped the badge right off her shirt. I jumped onto the stage to stop her, but just then, she pulled Leah's hair and it came off. OMG, it was a wig! Everyone looked stunned to see Leah hairless. Nora just stood there grinning, while Leah looked around horrified.
I thought you'd at least keep this promise, Nora! You suck!
She burst into tears and ran off. As Nora walked off the stage, I went after her and grabbed her arm. Are you crazy, Nora? How could you do something so awful to your own sister? Who are you? What have you become?
Who are you to ask me that, you stuttering moron? You cost me the election too.
She pushed me so hard that I hit the wall. I lost it. I attacked her back and it was a big fight that landed both in detention. But at least I was clear about something now. I was not going to be friends with her ever again. I didn't even know who she was anymore. I felt bad for Leah, but she didn't show up for days, and Nora was just going out of control. She made the whole class sign a petition for a re-election and sent it to the principal. Worse, she used Leah's absence and told everyone she was the acting president.
So class, today, we're all going to skip the math test and go watch the soccer team's rehearsals. They're amazing!
We're not listening to you, Nora. You can go if you want, but we'll be right here in class.
You always were such a loser nerd, Stormy. Don't talk back to your president. You are skipping math. Everyone will. Because I said so.
That was insane. And there was no way I was going to listen to her. I stayed back in class, and I was glad at least some of the other kids did too. Weeks passed, and finally Leah showed up for the exams. But she wasn't the same girl anymore. She sat in the last seat in class and didn't talk to anyone the whole day. I decided to go talk to her. When I went to her at lunch, she immediately stood up and started walking away. Hey, wait up! You don't have to run away from anyone. If you start running, you'll have to do that your whole life. Just stop. And she did. She came back and sat down next to me for lunch, and I saw Nora and her gang staring at us from afar. But I couldn't care less. I shared my lunch with Leah, and slowly, she started getting comfortable. She told me she got a strange condition called alopecia a year ago, which made her lose most of her hair. She even apologized for being so mean towards me.
You know, all these years, I thought being mean to people says you're tough and strong. The way I treated you and Nora till now, I think I deserve this shame.
No, you didn't deserve it, Leah. It was cruel. But I'm glad you realized your mistakes, and I hope this means we can be friends now. We started hanging out in school, and even at my place to study together. And she was actually quite easy to get along with. We aced the exams, and I was really looking forward to junior prom, but Leah seemed reluctant.
Actually, I don't think junior prom is a good idea, but you should go. It's just me.
Oh, come on, Leah. You're the president now.
You mean the hairless president? If only it was a Halloween party. You could come as Voldemort and win. Ha ha ha.
Shut up, Nora. There's a big difference between being hairless and heartless. You should be more worried about how ugly you are on the inside.
How come you don't stutter at all when you raise your voice at me, Stormy? Was it a plan to make me lose the election then?
Think whatever you want to. I don't care. See you at prom. Leah and I walked out. I took her shopping that evening, and we got some beautiful dresses for the big eve. And I bought something that shocked Leah, a bald wig. This is gonna complement my costume. I'm gonna show everyone. Being hairless is a fashion in itself. How about you? She cried and hugged me tight. I held Leah's hand tight and took her to prom. Beautifully hairless. Some gossiped, many were speechless. When I saw my friends smiling with confidence, that made me happy. Nora mocked us and laughed, but no one backed her up.
Hey, knock it off, Nora. Leah looks lovely, and it's brave of her to come like this.
Yeah, and we all like Stormy too. She's really nice.
Nora lost her mind and picked up some juice glasses to fling at us. But just then, the principal happened to walk by, and the juice went straight in her face. She immediately kicked Nora out of the event. That felt like a victory. Just like that, we were at the end of high school. We got some great news. Leah and I got placed in the same university on scholarship. The last day at school, I walked into the restroom to find Nora sitting in a corner, bawling like a baby. Hey, Nora, you okay? What happened?
Ugh, you of all people, why are you here? Just leave me alone.
Sure I will. Right after you tell me what's wrong with you.
What do you want to know, huh? That I'm a real loser? Fine. I'm dumb and stupid and I failed all my exams and I won't graduate from high school this year and I've lost all my popularity and everybody hates me. Happy to hear that, Stormy.
Why would that make me happy, Nora? We used to be best friends and I miss that person. But maybe this is a chance for you to set things right before you leave this place. Be nicer to your new classmates and they won't hate you. You said you have to change to fit in, and I guess you need to change into the better, kinder version of yourself now. I know you can. She looked at me silently as I gently patted her on the shoulder, and then I walked away.
My apartment was freezing. It was always like this, but tonight, something was off. I'd been paranoid ever since I moved into this forsaken apartment, all because of the rumors about a phantom thief, a local robber famous for stealing everything in a house. So I set traps, lots of them. There he was, a phantom thief, or at least that's what I thought. No one steals from me. They swung the frying pan as hard as I could, but it went right through him. What the? That's when I realized I wasn't dealing with some thief. This was a ghost. I screamed, and the next thing I knew, everything went dark. Hi, I'm Wednesday. To find out what happens next, make sure to like and subscribe. 2 weeks ago, I thought I'd hit the jackpot. Cheap rent, my first apartment, no roommates. Turns out there's a reason the rent was cheap.
He hit another place last night. Took everything, even the doormat.
Oh no, not the doormat.
What are they talking about?
Oh, just local gossip. Thieves should be the least of your worries here. Plus, the payment is done and the lease is signed. Enjoy your apartment. Bye-bye.
That should have been my first clue. Nope, nothing could be done. The lease was already signed. From day one, the place felt off. Like someone was watching me. The more I read about the phantom thief, the more paranoid I got. I mean, look at her. She lost everything. I wasn't about to let that happen to me, so I did what any reasonable person would do. I decided to defend my turf. If the thief tried to break in, I'd be ready. If he wanted to steal my socks, he'd have to do it over my dead body. I thought I'd finally caught him, the phantom thief. Turns out I'd caught something much worse, a ghost. And that's when I tripped and fainted. Now you guys are all caught up. When I opened my eyes, he was right in front of my face. I wanted to believe it was a concussion, a bad dream, anything but this. Oh, nope, absolutely not.
Whoa, chill, babe. You're gonna hurt yourself again.
This is not happening. I am hallucinating.
Actually, you're not.
Stay. Whatever, whoever, whatever you are, stay away from me.
Relax. I'm not here to haunt you.
Not here to haunt me? You scared me half to death.
Technically, you fainted.
You're a ghost.
Yeah, and technically, you're my new roommate. This is my place, and I'm letting you crash.
Roommate?
Yep, think of it like Joey and Chandler and Friends. You know.
No, nope, I'm leaving this place. Right away, I took out my phone and called the landlord. Hey, it's Wednesday. I need to break my lease.
Okay, but I won't refund the money.
What? But my apartment is haunted.
Ghosts aren't legally a reason to terminate a lease. Have a nice day.
Guess it's you and me.
No way. I was gonna make him leave one way or the other. After that little introduction, I decided I had to get this ghost guy out of my apartment. So I went for the big guns. Professional help. And by help, I mean exorcists, priests, shamans, basically anyone who could get rid of a ghost.
I command thee, spirit, leave this place.
Turns out, exorcists aren't exactly fearless.
That's cute. You think this works? Oh, lavender. Fancy.
That was it. I was stuck with him.
So ready to admit this is gonna be fun.
Fun for who?
Come on, you'll see. Roommate life can be great.
And that was it. I wasn't just living in a nightmare. I was renting it. It had been a month. A month. And no matter how hard I tried, Jinu wasn't leaving. Did I accept it? No. I just endured.
You know, you're lucky to have me. People would kill for a roommate this chill.
Most people would kill to not have a ghost in their apartment.
Semantics.
He was everywhere, constantly hovering, literally. Ignoring him was the plan. But it turns out ignoring someone who can walk through walls is impossible.
Who's the guy in the corner box? His eyebrows scream trust, Bund.
Not now.
Wednesday, is there a problem?
Oh, no, sorry. It's just me cat.
You don't even have a cat?
Some days I wondered what would kill me first. Jinu or the embarrassment he caused.
Morning, roomie.
Out. Get out.
Technically, I'm not in.
Boundaries? Jinu didn't know the meaning of the word. He didn't just invade my space. He invaded my sanity. Honestly, I needed some connection with the living, so I tried Tinder.
What are we doing? Netflix dome scrolling? Oh, Tinder.
Can you go be dead somewhere else?
Hey, I'm just trying to help. Swipe left on the guy holding a fish. They always have issues.
So, yeah, I found baby on Tinder. No fish pics, no gym selfies, just a normal guy with normal hobbies. Or so I thought. He was into stamps, and at first I thought it was cute, but then, ugh.
This one's super rare. It's from 1964. See how the corner's slightly misaligned? Printing error.
Okay, I know it wasn't exactly thrilling, but he was cute, and I figured I could survive an hour of this, at least until he showed up.
Is something wrong?
Oh, ask about her favorite stance next. Chicks love that stuff.
Go away.
Wait, what?
Not you. I mean, yes, please show me more stamps.
These are my favorites. I call this one Little Blue because of the ink smudge in the corner.
Little Blue. Adorable. Maybe next he can knit it a tiny sweater and rock it to sleep at night.
Oh, I hate you.
Did I say something wrong?
Nah, she's just got unresolved feelings for me.
If you weren't already dead, I'd kill you.
Bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
Right down the hall. With baby safely in the bathroom, maybe, just maybe, I could save the date. You cannot keep doing this.
I'm doing you a favor. The guy's a nerd. Stamps, really?
The white date is none of your business.
Sure, but you could do better.
Suddenly, I heard a thud. My first thought, did baby fall? Baby, are you okay?
Looks like Little Blue stamped out of here.
Oh God, I so hated him. I couldn't even date a guy in peace, cause of Jinu. Why can't you just leave me alone for one night?
Oh, tough love. It's cute when you're angry, but, you know, you might want to aim better next time.
Ugh.
Sweetheart, you really think a rubber duck is going to stop a ghost?
But who cares? You're ruining my life, Jinu. Why don't you just go away? After a long day and way too much chaos at home, I needed a break. The walk seemed like the only way to clear my head. I found a bench and sat down, ready to disappear into my own thoughts. And then he showed up.
Mind if I sit here?
Oh, no, go ahead.
You don't look like you're having the best night.
You could say that. Just one of those days, you know?
I get it. Sometimes you just need to step away and breathe.
Exactly. It felt unreal. A normal conversation with a normal, handsome guy. No weird quirks, no interruptions. Just this.
I'm Tyler, by the way.
Wednesday. Tyler and I started meeting regularly. He was perfect. For the first time in months, I felt like my life wasn't a total train wreck. Jinu wouldn't stop asking where I went every evening. The more I told him, the more jealous he got, and for once, I loved seeing him on the receiving end of annoyment.
Let me guess. Another date with Tyler tonight?
Yes, actually, and we're going to have so much fun.
Just because I can't leave this apartment doesn't mean you can go anywhere you want. I get bored when you're not around.
Last time I chat, I was alive. I can do whatever I want. Bye-bye, Jinu. Don't wait up. When I returned from an amazing date with Tyler, I could feel Jinu's eyes boring into me. He'd been doing this after every date, grilling me like some annoying, overbearing ghost dad.
Another date with Mr. Perfect. So what did he do this time? Buy you another bouquet of flowers? Or maybe a shiny rock to match the doormat?
Mind your own business, Genu. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. To my surprise, when I opened the door, it was Tyler. Hey, what are you doing here?
I didn't want the date to end.
For a second, I relaxed. Just Tyler, nothing to worry about. Wait, how did he know my address? I never told him. I wanted to ask, but before I could say anything, he just walked in.
This is Tyler. This guy's got no manners.
Come on in, I guess.
Come sit with me, you're so beautiful!
It felt off. Something wasn't right.
I got you something. When you left the restaurant, I went to a jewelry shop and immediately bought this for you. Do you like it?
It's very beautiful. Thank you. But the nagging feeling didn't go away. I'll make us some coffee. I wanted to believe it was just me, that I was overthinking. But as I toyed with the locket, it clicked open. It wasn't new. My stomach turned. I recognized the woman in the photo. She was the woman whose apartment was robbed, and the phantom thief had taken her socks, too.
He's Zucha Cheapster. Got you secondhand jewelry.
Suddenly, everything clicked. The locket, the doormat, all his little gifts. Oh, my God, he's the phantom thief.
What? You need to call the cops right now.
My phone was in the living room, right where Tyler was sitting. I had to get it. I had to act fast. So how did you find my apartment again?
You told me the building number.
Right? But he was lying. I knew it. I knew I had to call the police.
What are you doing?
Just checking the time.
You had to ruin it, didn't you? I thought this could work, but now you know, and you've seen my face.
Tyler, stop. You don't have to do this. Take whatever you want and leave. I won't say a word. I swear.
It's too late for that.
Let her go. What the hell?
You touched him?
Yes, I did.
I didn't know how Ginu was doing it, but he was absolutely wrecking Tyler.
What's happening? Who's doing this?
That would be May, buddy.
While Ginu tied him up like a pro wrestler, I called the cops.
This is insane. Something's here. Something invisible.
Not something, someone, my ghost roommate, and he's a lot more useful than you. Tyler came in here thinking he'd rob me blind. Instead, he got his butt kicked by a ghost. Moments later, the cops arrived and arrested Tyler after I gave him the pendant, the doormat, and all the other gifts he had given me. He's the phantom thief. He attacked me. These are all stolen. They belong to his victims.
Yeah, these match the descriptions from the recent robberies.
You're under arrest for multiple counts of burglary and assault.
Yes! Yes, I'm the phantom thief. I did all of it. Just get me out of here, please. There's something in this apartment, something invisible.
Okay, let's go, buddy.
And just like that, it was over. Tyler was gone.
So, not to brag or anything, but I did just save your life.
Oh, don't act like you're some kind of hero. This is all your fault.
My fault? How is this my fault?
If you hadn't been such a pain, constantly hovering, driving me nuts, I wouldn't have been so desperate to date someone like Tyler.
Okay, fair. But you're welcome for the whole kicking his ass thing.
Fine, thanks for that.
You know, we make a pretty good team.
Don't push it, Casper. How did you do it anyway? You've never been able to touch anything before.
I don't know. Something overcame me. I couldn't just stand there and let him hurt you. I had to do something.
That's kinda sweet.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it. Did you just admit that you like me?
Don't ruin it. For once, Ginu wasn't just an annoying pain. He was something else. My ghost roommate, my protector, and maybe a friend. Hi, I'm Maggie. Please like and subscribe. Everyone knew Mark was a jerk. I would always see him harassing one of the shy kids in the halls at school. One day, I had had enough, so I marched up to him and yelled, "Hey, stop bullying people. You're hurting their feelings." Mark was stunned. No one had ever stood up to him before. The shy kid ran away, and we were left staring at each other. I was scared of what he would do or say, but he didn't really do or say anything. He only looked down like he was really sad and walked away. I was so shocked, and I had to admit, felt kind of bad. I never yelled at anyone before, and I only did it because I thought he would get mad, but seeing him sad made me feel terrible. The next day, the entire hallway stunk. Everyone was trying to find out where the smell was coming from. As soon as I got close to my locker, I knew something was wrong. I opened it to find that it was yesterday's fish sandwich. It had been put in there and left all night. I almost puked. That's when I saw Mark smiling from down the hall. He was wearing those big, stupid headphones he always wore, and he even waved to me. All the guilt I had disappeared. I was gonna get him back, just needed to figure out how. All day, I snuck behind him, following, watching like a stealthy ninja. Every move he made, I was right there, but he never saw me. I noticed him writing in his notebook all day in every class, but he was never prepared with the assignments, so I knew whatever he was writing, it wasn't homework. The notebook became my obsession. I needed to know what was in it so I could use it against him, but he never left the thing alone. It was always right beside him. Finally, in English class, he went to the bathroom, but he was smart, or should I say paranoid enough to put the notebook in his bag. I pretended to drop my pencil and crawled to his bag. I couldn't take the whole notebook without being discovered, so I just opened the zipper and I hoped that would be enough for the notebook to fall out when he took his bag. And then, when the bell rang and class was done, he put his earphones on again, picked up the bag, and the notebook fell out. He didn't hear it, of course, so I ran and grabbed it. I ran home and read it. It wasn't jokes or anything mean. It was poems, and they were all really sad and beautifully written. I almost cried reading them. Suddenly I understood why he was so mean to people. It sounded like his dad was really mean to him at home and made him feel nothing at all. There was a time when we were little, in kindergarten, when Mark would tear up the notes that came with school lunches from other kids' moms. I thought he was such a jerk for doing that. But one day, one kid's lunch had 2 notes and one was for Mark. I guess that mom heard what he was doing and thought maybe it was because he didn't get notes. Mark never ripped up the notes again. But now, reading his journal, I remembered he was in foster care, which meant the people he lived with weren't even his real parents. And maybe they didn't want him at all. I guess if you feel like an insect, being a bully is probably the only thing you can do to feel like you have any say in your life. I wrote him a letter and said it wasn't his fault that he felt like that. I finished the letter and put it in his notebook. When I saw him at school the next day, I felt totally different about him. I saw the sadness in him and how no one paid any attention at all to him. And I admit I swooned a little while when I realized he was actually pretty cute. I got the notebook out and walked up to him with it.
Is that mine?
It fell out of your bag yesterday.
And you didn't give it back?
I got busy. Sorry. I gave it to him. He opened it and saw my letter. He read it there as I stood watching my cheeks getting redder and redder by the second.
You read my journal?
He kept his eyes on the page like he couldn't face me. I understand why you're mean to people. But before I could finish, he ripped my letter from the notebook and dropped it on the floor.
Don't ever read my stuff without permission again.
All the good feelings I had for him disappeared. Didn't he know how hard I worked on that letter? How much I cared? Not to mention I bore my soul to him. I got red again, but this time it wasn't embarrassment. It was rage. That night, I told my mom everything she told me.
Honey, you tried to do something nice and that's great, but you read his private journal without asking. You invaded his privacy.
I'm the only person who saw him. Everyone else ignores him.
I understand. But that doesn't make him any less worthy of having privacy, does it?
I went to my room without talking to her for the rest of the night. How could she not see what I had done? I put my heart on the line and got rejected. I did the right thing. All I wanted was to help him and let him know I understood. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept tossing and turning, thinking about how he acted, but also what my mom said and how violated I would feel if someone read my diary. After barely sleeping a wink and finally calming down so I wasn't so angry anymore, I decided she was right. As soon as I got to school, I would apologize to him, and that would be that. I practiced my speech the entire walk to school that morning. Every word I would say, every gesture, I wanted to be understood and let him know that I understood him too. But when I got to school, I was horrified to see that there were printed posters of me all over the halls. They had my school photo and said, "Maggie is a stalker." Everyone was looking at me. I ran to the bathroom and cried. How could he do that to me? Maybe I was wrong to think he had any good in him at all. I wanted to run away and go home, but we had a big test that day. So I had to sit in class after class while the other kids whispered about me. I sat in all my classes, getting angrier and angrier, waiting for my last class when I would finally see him. I couldn't wait to confront that jerk. When I finally saw him, he smirked at me. I stomped right up to him and yelled, "Tell them it was you!
It was me.
Tell them it's not true!"
It is true. You read my journal.
I was so frustrated. All I could think of was to scream. The teacher came up to both of us and gave me detention for yelling in class, and gave him detention for pulling the prank. When we were both in detention, I made sure I was looking out the window, or at the ceiling anywhere, as long as we were not looking at each other. And of course, he starts whistling. I had to grind my teeth to keep from yelling again. Then, the teacher left to get a coffee, and we were left alone. It was so awkward. After a while, he took out his notebook and was reading something inside really intently. I had to admit I was curious about what it was, and then he wrote something, and I was so mad at myself for even caring. But I did. I wanted to know what it was. As much as he annoyed me, I really did like his poems. But then I remembered his prank and ignored him. It was so mean. How could he do that?
Did you really mean what you wrote in your letter?
I couldn't believe he was actually talking to me. Yes, of course, but how do you remember? You threw it away.
After I put all the posters up, I went back and found it in the trash.
He took out a paper from his journal. It was my letter.
No one's ever seen me the way you did.
Then the bell rang, and detention was finally over. He moved to the door, but before he could leave, I said, "I'm sorry about reading your journal, but I really like your poems." He turned and looked me in the eyes and said,
"Can you come to my house tomorrow?"
I was shocked and couldn't speak for a minute before I realized it. I said yes. He ripped a piece of paper from the journal and gave it to me. It had his address and a note for me. I read it when he left. It said,
"To the girl who saw through me. Usually everyone sees past what I am or I might become. But when you looked, you saw something more. To them, I am glass, cold and cracked, but to you I am water, living and essential. I have never been seen before. It scared me. Thank you. I'm sorry."
Again, I swooned. The next day was a Saturday, so I went to his house and heard yelling as soon as I got close. The house was small, and the yard kinda dirty. I knocked on the door and Mark came out holding a guitar. His right eye was bruised. He moved past me, walking toward a path in the woods across the street.
"Are you coming?"
I followed him all the way down to the shore of a lake I didn't even know was there. He sat down, and I sat down beside him, wondering what he was thinking.
"You said you liked my poems."
I did.
"They're not poems, they're songs."
Oh, can I hear one?
"I've never played for anyone before."
You don't put yourself out there. That's why people don't pay attention. He hesitated, then played the guitar and sang one of the songs. He sang about his fears, his sadness, and about feeling like a monster for having to put people down to make himself feel big. When he was done, he wiped a tear and said he would have to go back, or his foster dad would be angry. He left me there by the lake. As I watched the sunset over the water, I knew I was falling in love with him. When I got home, my mom told me the one thing that would ruin everything, just as it was all getting so good.
We were moving across the country.
She told me she was sorry, but we had no choice. When I saw him across the lawn at school, he smiled at me. I practically melted, but my smile faded quickly. He knew something was wrong. He came up and walked with me.
"Are you okay?"
"I have to move." His eyes immediately lost their light. I could tell he was devastated. "What are you thinking?"
"It's selfish."
"It's okay. Tell me."
"You're the only one who sees me."
Maybe that's true right now, but it doesn't have to be. Your songs are beautiful.
"I don't know how to talk to people. I don't relate to anyone."
Of course you do. We all have pain. We all get bullied. Even you. He thought about what I said. Then a smile crept on his face, and he looked right at me. My heart stopped when I saw his eyes. They were bright and full of hope.
"I never thought about that. Thank you. I can't believe you're moving away."
I know. We both looked down, sad for ourselves because of how little time we had together. And then I raised my head and said, "You know what? We're here now, right? So why are we sad? We can be sad when I leave. But today I want to be happy."
"You can just decide to be happy?"
Yep, why not? You're here, I'm here. We have all day to talk and hang out. He thought about what I said, then smiled. He looked at me and asked,
"What do you want to do?"
Without thinking, I leaned over and kissed him. His cheeks turned bright red. We both laughed. He took me to a boba tea place. Then we ate some ramen and even went to karaoke. I had never had so much fun. I was worried it would only last for today, but I put all the worry behind me and enjoyed the moment. That night, we had to say goodbye. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do. He walked me home and kissed me. Before he left, the last thing he said to me was,
"If I never see you again, please know you'll always be with me and all the people I help with my music."
I watched him leave, holding on to the moment as long as I could. When it was time, we packed the moving car and left. Then, to my surprise, I saw him. He was on the sidewalk, talking to one of the shy kids he used to pick on. But this time, they were both smiling. He was apologizing and making friends. I knew then that everything would be okay. And as for me, I was going somewhere new. Sure, it was scary and a little sad, but it was also exciting. Who would I meet? What would I do there? I decided to enjoy every day and made a promise that I would make the most of any situation that came up in my life, good or bad.
They said it was like a miracle getting adopted at my age. I stepped into the cozy living room, greeted by my new parents, bright smiles.
Welcome, Blake. This is your home now. Come meet Jude.
A guy walked over, looking calm and friendly.
This is Blake. She's 16, 1 year younger than you. You two will be at the same school.
Yeah, I brushed past them and headed to my room. Yay! New family. They seem nice, but was I? That night, I couldn't sleep. Feeling too safe just made me nervous. I made my way to the kitchen to soothe my dry, scratchy throat and accidentally overheard them talking.
She got expelled from her old school.
Expelled?
She's been through a lot. Keep an eye on her, Jude.
I got it.
I rolled my eyes and backed away before hearing more about my past. Of course, they'd send their golden boy to babysit me. Not that it mattered. I'd just make myself invisible anyway. Walking the school halls on my first day, I saw posters everywhere of some fancy-looking girl. I met her not long after.
Vote for Sadie. Okay, my lovely friends.
Of course!
Awesome. I think my dad's buying everyone Disney World tickets if I win.
People didn't just like her, they worshipped her.
Hey you. Yeah, you new kid.
Yeah.
Vote for me, cutie. I'll fight for everyone's rights when I'm president.
I dipped out before the crowd could start worshipping her again. Sweet cheese and crackers. That was so dumb and noisy. For a week, I stayed in a corner of the classroom, keeping my head down. Still, I could feel Jude's eyes on me wherever I went. It felt like being a little sister protected by her big brother. Wonderful, right? Nope. Then came Monday. I had found this hidden spot in the storage room to nap, but my sleep got wrecked by a racket outside. That's weird. I cracked the door open and boom! A whole bullying scene. A group of girls had cornered a younger kid who was bawling her eyes out.
Help me.
Not my problem, but you all look pathetic. That was it. One sentence, one death stare, and they actually backed off. I slammed the door before the girl could even whisper thanks. I wasn't about to get involved, but of course, someone filmed it and posted it online. A mysterious new girl shuts down bullies with one look. Comments blew up, memes popped up, edits everywhere. They called it the Blake effect. I called it a whole lot of trouble. After that, people started sitting closer to me, copying how I stared, fangirling over how cool I was. I never wanted to be a hero. I just wanted peace. Even worse, Sadie's Vote for Your Queen posters started vanishing. In their place were posters of me. Be like Blake, unbothered, unbent, unstoppable.
So you had a plan all along with that whole I don't care act, huh?
Oog, seriously, what a joke. I couldn't care less about their stupid student council anyway. From that day on, another pair of eyes was glued to me everywhere I went. Sadie's. She stared at me across the cafeteria, clutching her fork like she was about to snap it in half, but I just ignored her.
Sometimes silence gets you more attention, sis.
He sat next to me, casually munching away. I couldn't tell if he was teasing or warning me. The next morning, Sadie rolled up with her little posse.
You got kicked out of your old school, and we know why.
Jude jumped in front of me.
What do you want?
We're just here to expose her. Blake's playing different, just for clout.
I walked back to class while Jude stayed, trying to hold them off. They could hate me all they wanted as long as they stayed away.
Blake messed with the girl's head so bad, she needed therapy.
And we thought she was cool and sweet. What a joke.
Is it true?
Does it matter?
I want to know.
I ignored Jude. I just wanted to be left alone. Lately, way too many people had been barging into my life, but they wouldn't leave me alone. Every morning, my locker somehow accidentally jammed. My desk was always covered in red ink scribbles. Sometimes I even dragged it out to the middle of the schoolyard.
Let me give you a hand.
Are you helping? 'Cause Mom and Dad told you to babysit me?
Not exactly.
I think. Well, Jude was a weird one. Sometimes it actually felt like having a real brother, but I didn't want to get close to anyone. My backpack got soaked in juice twice. Sometimes it got stuffed full of trash paper. Honestly, getting expelled sounded easier than dealing with this nonsense. After school that day, I spotted Dude waiting at the gate. I rushed past him, hoping he wouldn't notice.
Want to head home together?
He walked alongside me like it was the most natural thing in the world, like we'd been doing this for years.
You don't have to pretend none of this bothers you. I know what they're doing.
So what? Let them.
It's not just random. Sadie's behind it. She told me exactly what to do and how to make it look like an accident.
Why are you telling me this?
So you know you're not alone. I'm here to protect you. I'm gathering proof to take to the principal. People need to see the real Sadie.
But I had my own plan. If she wanted to play games, I had a way more fun one. Sadie ended up becoming student council president a lot faster than expected. The whole room exploded with cheers. They called her the face of girl power, a born leader, all that glittery junk Sadie lived for. I was there too, clapping louder than anyone. Sadie looked at me, suspicious. I never smiled, but today I smiled right at her. She didn't know the next time she got on stage she'd be crying. I started slipping comments into the group chat under a fake name. Sadie is exactly what this school needs. She could totally be the face of our school. Like a domino effect, everyone jumped in, hyping her up like she was the second coming of Taylor Swift. Sadie strutted around school like a queen, way too busy polishing her image to bother bullying me. What she didn't see was that the higher she climbed, the harder she'd fall. Then I dropped the final bait. Didn't Sadie do charity work last year too? What an angel! All I had to do was wait for the bait to work, and Sadie did exactly what I was counting on. She photoshopped herself into a charity event she'd never even attended just to prove she was there, and posted it with the caption, "Serving the community with love." Honestly, I didn't back her into a corner. She walked straight into it herself. One day before, Sadie was supposed to represent our school at the citywide model student competition. Everything crashed down. The evidence dropped. She faked the charity photo. There was no event. And worst of all, proof she had ordered other students to bully me, thanks to the receipts I got from Jude.
Make it look like an accident, okay? If you humiliate Blake, I'll get you into the yearbook club.
The teachers found out, and now that was the real problem. Sadie got summoned to the principal's office. As we crossed paths in the hallway, she was too freaked out to even see me. Checkmate, Sadie!
You didn't have to destroy her like that.
She did it to herself. I just let what was gonna happen happen. I stared at him. At first, I was ready to pop off, but something in his eyes made me stop. He wasn't angry, he was disappointed.
You're acting like the villain.
That stuck with me. I couldn't sleep all night. What did Jude expect from me anyway? The next morning, I marched right up to the podium in the school courtyard. I never thought I'd stand here. I'd always wanted to stay invisible, but today, maybe a small part of me wanted them to see me. I'm the one who spread the charity rumor about Sadie. It was my plan, just like what I did back at my old school, the thing that got me expelled. That's it, I confessed. I was about to step down from the stage when Jude grabbed my arm.
But everything Sadie did to Blake, that's real. The fake photos are also real. You all saw it yourselves. And back at Blake's old school, that girl bullied a bunch of people. Blake called her out. She only broke down because she lost her power, not because Blake did anything to her. You all only heard half the story, and Blake never bothered explaining.
I didn't stick around to see their reactions. All I knew was this time, I didn't get expelled, and no one whispered behind my back. Things had changed, and I owed Jude a big fat thank you. So that day, I actually waited for him so we could walk home together.
I know you have asked PD. I know about the
accident that killed my family and left me the only one standing. Yeah, after that, people said it was like I turned into someone else.
I know everything you went through. You're carrying a lot of scars. And hey, you're not alone anymore. We're family now, remember?
I turned away, blinking fast, so I wouldn't cry like some cartoon character. That night, after dinner, I stood up with my empty plate. Before I could move, my adoptive mom swooped in all sweet and gentle.
It's okay, honey. I'll wash the dishes.
Usually I'd mumble something like K and bolt straight to my room, but tonight felt different. I'll help. She blinked. She couldn't believe her ears, then glanced at her husband, who was grinning like he had just won the dad lottery. Come on, I don't mind. Sorry for keeping my distance all this time.
Then, I'll wash and you dry. Deal?
I nodded with a real smile for once, and even without looking, I knew Jude was standing behind me, wearing that proud big brother smile like he just ate and left no crumbs. Just when I was about to go on stage in front of 1,000 people, my stepsister pushed me from the back, and I fell over the audience, ending up in the hospital. All this just because she was jealous of my fame. Hi, my name is Aisha, and I'm from Turkey. Please like and subscribe. My parents abandoned me at the door of an orphanage. Growing up at the orphanage, the social workers decided to take me to piano classes.
Your long fingers might just win you a spot to be amongst the stars.
Really? That would be amazing.
My piano teacher gave me daily lessons, and 1 year later, when the orphanage organized a fundraising event, I played the piano for the first time in front of an audience. After my performance, I received a standing ovation from the crowd. Then later, I was approached by a social worker and a family.
Aisha, my darling, these are Serdar and Fasan, your new parents.
I raised my eyes, and a beautiful young couple was standing in front of me. Next to them was a girl about my age too.
Hello, dear. This is also your new sister, Fatma.
Hello, Fatma. Hello, Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, please call us Mom and Dad.
The family that adopted me was crazy rich and took me home in their Rolls Royce. Their house was 10 times the size of the orphanage. As soon as I walked in, Fatma invited me to her bedroom. It was huge.
These are my dresses. Can I see yours?
Well, you just saw it. I only have this.
Are you serious? Then don't you dare touch any of my dresses.
What? Why would I do that?
Because you're poor and an orphan, and that's what you people do. My parents made a mistake bringing you here, and I'll make them return you.
Return me? What am I? One of your dresses to get a refund on.
I left her bedroom. Fortunately, my adoptive parents were great people. They treated me equally as their daughter.
Here, my darlings, I brought these shoes for you.
They are the same, so you can look like two beautiful twins.
Thank you, Mom.
But as soon as Mom left, Fatma went back to being a brat.
If you wear those shoes, I'll tell everyone that you talk in your sleep asking for Mommy. So you better give those to me.
I don't care. Mom brought us both shoes and I'll keep mine. I might be an orphan, but I was no fool. I wasn't going to let my bratty new sister boss me around. Some months later, on my supposed 10th birthday, parents finally bought me a piano so I could go back to taking my classes. It was beautiful, all covered in gold. They even hired the same teacher I had in the orphanage, which made me tremendously happy. But as soon as I started my classes, Padma was so jealous that one day, I woke up to find my piano all destroyed.
What happened here? Aisha, why would you do this?
It wasn't me. It was her mom. I saw her.
How could you be so ungrateful? We're sheltering you, giving you everything you need, and this is how you pay us.
Unbelievable. Fatma evilly smiled behind her mom's back. I was grounded for 2 weeks, but later, they bought me another piano, and this time, it was the strongest one, so no one would be able to break it, and I was back in the game. I practiced constantly for 4 years, ignoring Fatma's attempts to discourage me, and I applied for the biggest classical music festival in town. On the day of the festival, my life changed forever. When I woke up that morning, I noticed something weird. My fingers were glued to each other. Fatma! Instead of Fatma, Mom walked into my bedroom.
What's wrong? Oh my gosh, what did you do to your hands again? Aisha, you are wasting our time. If you don't want to play the piano anymore, you can just say. You don't have to be so extreme.
But Fatma did this to me.
Stop it. Fatma is just a kid, just like you. And don't make us regret bringing you here.
I got up from bed, got dressed, and decided to participate in the concert. While on stage, I pulled myself together and decided not to cry in front of the others, just like my teacher had told me. And guess what? I did great and won first prize. When I was awarded the prize, Fatma showed up out of nowhere and joined the winner's picture, acting as the sweet sister. From that moment on, she completely changed her attitude towards me.
Congratulations, my sister. I was so wrong about you. Well, thank you.
The next day in school, she would only stick to me, telling everyone about how great a pianist I was. But of course, all this candy behavior stopped when the cutest guy in school approached me. His name was Ahmed.
Hey, Aisha. No, please keep going. I love how you play music.
I turned red, but I kept going. I felt that he was staring at me while I was playing.
Oh, Ahmed, what are you doing here? I've been looking for you.
And she took his hand, and they left together. But she came back alone 2 minutes later.
Listen to me, you poor orphan. You had everything you wanted from my life. But Ahmed is mine. Do you hear me? Is he your boyfriend? He might become if you leave us alone. If I ever see you again with him, you'll be in so much trouble.
And she left. What was wrong with her? I mean, Ahmed was super cute, but if she wanted him, and he wanted her, there's plenty of fish in the sea. But it seemed like Ahmed was more attracted to me than her, because he came back the next day when I was playing the piano. I had my camera turned on for a YouTube video when Fatma came furiously. Aisha opened a can full of paint and was about to throw it at me, but right then she slipped and the can fell over her, covering her in yellow paint. Ahmed looked at me and then took my hand and we went out to sit under a tree in the school garden.
Aisha, you are a great piano player. I love the sound of the music that you make. Would you like to go out with me?
Really? But what's the story with my sister? I thought you liked her.
Fatma. I only met her twice. I don't like Fatma at all. I like you.
But right then, Fatma showed up in the tree just like a monkey and threw the rest of the paint at us, making us all yellow. What the heck? I left Ahmed and ran home to tell everything to Mom, but her reaction was unexpected.
Listen, I've had enough of your lies. Ever since you got here, you started blaming Fatma for everything. Well, it's not her fault, and even if it was, she's my real daughter. Do you expect me to punish her for things that a stranger says? I discussed it with my husband. We think it's best if we take you back to the orphanage.
What? What the heck was that? And they did return me the next day. When they dropped me off in front of the orphanage, Fatma said,
I'm sorry. I tried hard to make it work with you, but you just won't listen. Yes, I won't listen to the garbage that comes out of your mouth.
And I took my backpack from the car and went inside again. After many years, I was a poor orphan. I picked up my piano lessons, and in the next 2 years, I was one of the most famous piano players in the country. When I turned 18, I was allowed to join a worldwide tour and open for the greatest piano player. Such an honor! One night, after closing the concert in Brussels, I decided to walk to the hotel. On the way there, I saw a guy walking and holding hands with a girl, but when I got closer to them, I heard them speaking in Turkish, and it made me take a second look. It was Ahmed. He also saw me and stopped.
Hey, wow, what a coincidence!
and before he could say anything else, I saw that the girl standing next to him was Fatima.
We moved to Brussels in actual universities, and not in orphanage classes for studies. Let's go, honey. We have no time to waste with this useless person.
It seemed as if Ahmed wanted to say something, but Fatma pulled his arm and they left. As soon as I got home, I became a little nostalgic and checked my phone for pictures and videos from when I was living with the family. To my surprise, I found a video of when I was playing the piano. And guess what? The time Fatma tried to throw yellow paint on me was caught on camera. I posted it on social media and it reached millions of views overnight. The next day, Ahmed was waiting for me outside a theater I had just performed at.
Hey, great concert. I was among the audience.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You were great. And about yesterday, I broke up with Fatma and I was wondering if you're available to go out with me.
Sure, why not? Let's go right now.
I mean, I always liked Ahmed, and we never exchanged that kiss. So it was worth giving it a try. I had gained so much confidence since I had started being in front of huge audiences. And I wasn't shy anymore. Plus, boys were standing in line for me, and I was used to the attention by then. We walked together to the nearest sushi place, sat down, and had a long chat and dinner. Before leaving, he said,
Hey, do you mind picking up the check? I forgot my wallet at home.
I would have paid anyway, but it was weird to be asked that.
Hey, do you mind if I sleep at your hotel tonight? My roommate has his girlfriend over.
I did have a spare bedroom, and we went to the 5-star hotel where I was staying. Ahmed stayed in the room next to me. The next morning, I wanted to say hi to him, but he had disappeared together with all my jewelry and some cash I had in the drawers. What a piece of wood. I called the police, and they came quickly and started an investigation. 2 days later, they caught Ahmed and deported him back home. The next day, I was going to perform at my last concert in Brussels. When I was about to go on stage in front of 1,000 people, the audience suddenly started to change their mood, and they were all pointing behind me. When I turned around, I saw the devil running towards me. She pushed me and I fell over the crowd. I broke an arm and ended up in the hospital where I spent many nights. To my surprise, Mom visited me.
I'm sorry about everything. I saw the video you posted. So many things I didn't know about my daughter. We sent her to a rehab center. She needed professional help, but we are grateful. You were always so calm and patient. I guess it's too late now to ask you to come back to our family, since now you have everything.
I learned a lesson that in life, you never know how things might turn out. That's why I'm glad you're keeping the door open for me.
She smiled and left. After 50 years, when my adoptive parents passed away, I heard the news while playing in Beijing. Later, I received a letter saying that they had split all of their possessions between me and Fatma. Besides the house that belonged to me now, I decided to turn it into an orphanage for kids under 10.
I don't want soybeans. I'm really sorry, Ma'am. That's the only version we have.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
Wow, you're really bullying a kid your own child's age. She already told you they don't have what you want.
Excuse me.
No, excuse you. The woman tried to step toward me, but the people around us started calling her out, so she stormed off in a rage. Yeah, I knew I had just made another enemy out of a so-called perfect citizen, but honestly, I didn't care. Before you decide whether I'm some kind of hero menace or just annoying, let me explain a few things. My name was Mary, and my parents always said,
You always act first and think later.
but I didn't go looking for trouble. Trouble just had a crush on me. Anyway, I didn't lose sleep over what people thought. If something felt wrong, I said it. If I was bored, I left. I never pretended everything was fine just to keep the peace. My parents hated that part of me. They loved me. I knew that, but every talk somehow turned into...
Mary, what happened to you?
How are we supposed to leave you alone for a business trip like this?
A business trip?
A few weeks? Maybe a month?
Freedom. What teenager didn't love that? I was so hyped. I could have gone full wild, completely missing the weird look my parents exchanged. The kind that said they needed a plan before I wrecked the whole house. I was already plotting a full week of staying up late when my mom knocked on my door.
Mary, come meet someone.
In the living room stood a total stranger. Tall, neatly dressed, soft-spoken.
This is Arthur. He'll be staying with you while we're gone.
Hello, Mary. It's nice to meet you.
Staying with me? I'm not a kid. I don't need a babysitter. I sized him up. He didn't look scary at all. Actually, he looked way too gentle. Easy target. Babysitter. So I went full menace mode. I left my stuff everywhere, slid down the stair railing, and kept whining that I was hungry, and made him cook non-stop. Too salty, too bland, too sweet. I want pizza. He never yelled, never snapped, he just tried to handle everything. Until I tried sneaking out that night, I tiptoed past him on the couch. 1 second, he was fast asleep. The next, he grabbed me as I was climbing out the window.
I don't think you should do that.
Relax. You're just the babysitter.
I am not just a babysitter, I'm the prince of a sovereign country, and the way you talk to me is really disrespectful.
I stared at him. Then I lost. I laughed so hard I dropped to the floor. A prince? Oh, wow. So now you've officially gone crazy. Should I call a doctor? Or like a royal therapist? He just stood there, ears burning red. Okay, maybe I pushed too far. All right, Your Highness. Let's see. My pupils widened as I stared at the official photos, the diplomatic articles, and a face I recognized. My stomach dropped. Oh, you're actually serious? Do you know how insane this is? There's a literal prince in my living room. How did my parents even know you? I have to tell someone.
Mary, please don't. I don't want anyone to know. Just sit down.
So, I did, and instead of sneaking out, I stayed up all night listening to his story. He met my parents at church. They liked him when they talked about their wild daughter. Yeah, me. So he offered to help. But why?
I'm here because my father believes a crown doesn't mean anything. If I don't understand people, plus, I know the rules. I know my duties, but I don't know how to really lead. I thought starting with someone difficult might help.
Wait, I'm your training mission now?
I'm sorry, but you're energetic, bold and decisive, just a little misdirected, and I actually like that.
Well, congrats. You picked the right disaster. I decided right then that I had the right to fix a prince. The power balance flipped, and suddenly, we were equals. I know what your problem is, and I'm gonna help. Seriously, when you go back, you won't be some stiff rule-obsessed king. You'll be a king who actually understands his people.
Did I hear that right? I thought you didn't care about anyone.
I don't live to please people. That doesn't mean I don't see them. The next day, we were walking downtown when I suddenly stopped. See her?
She looks impatient.
No, she's scared. Arthur looked closer and noticed how tightly she was gripping her bag, stepping forward, then back. The traffic light was almost completely blocked by layers of campaign posters flapping in the wind. That's why rules aren't enough. You have to watch people. After helping the old woman cross the street, we stopped and noticed the convenience store clerk forcing a smile, her hands shaking from exhaustion. Yeah, it's her job to smile, to apologize, to keep customers happy. That's the rule.
That's what people expect.
And that's the problem. The rules don't tell you she's been standing for 8 hours. They don't tell you she's scared to lose her job if she talks back.
In my world, rules exist to keep order.
In mine, watching people keeps order from turning cruel.
A good king needs both.
That night, I couldn't even think of new ways to mess with Arthur. I just kept seeing the old lady's scared face. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Those posters are dangerous. Arthur agreed, but he still hesitated.
If we take them down ourselves, we could get in trouble.
And wait 3 days while someone gets hit by a car? Nah, we won't get caught. We pulled down just enough posters to reveal the signals. Almost done. Just a bit more. Just then, a flashlight suddenly hit us.
Hey, you too.
My heart was pounding while Arthur stood frozen like a statue. I could already picture my parents' terrified faces.
Run!
Before I could even think, he grabbed my hand and pulled me. We ran down streets, over fences, past walls. We didn't stop until we reached a hill overlooking the city, then collapsed into the grass, breathless and stupidly happy. I started laughing, then Arthur did too.
I can't believe I actually did that.
Congrats, Your Highness. That was your first real bold move.
I'm supposed to be watching you. Remember?
A soft breeze passed over the hill. For one dumb second, I thought we were going to kiss. And then, fear hit me, and I pulled back. Avoiding his eyes, I stood up.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just, I don't want to open myself up. Again?
Why?
I wasn't always like this. Back in freshman year, I tried to be what my parents wanted. Smart, quiet, perfect. Then I fell for the school's golden boy. After a basketball game, he asked me out. He never called me his girlfriend, but he let me do everything. His homework, carry his bag, clean up after him. I thought that was love. Until prom, he became king, and his queen wasn't me. He kissed her in front of everyone. I'd never felt that small. And from then on, I told myself I would never care about or pay attention to other people again. So, yeah, I decided I'd never be that girl again.
This year's prom, I'll go with you.
Absolutely not. That place hates me.
Come on, you're fixing me. Let me fix something for you, too.
After hours of him begging, I finally said yes. Probably a terrible idea. And yeah, it was. Arthur was late. I was standing there, ready to combust, when a familiar voice hit me.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here again.
I turned. My ex stood there with last year's queen, still annoyingly perfect together.
You came alone, Mary. Or are you still waiting for someone imaginary?
I opened my mouth, but before I could say anything, a wave of whispers rolled through the room. Arthur walked in with a few men in suits and dark sunglasses, like actual bodyguards. Way too extra. I was about to say slip away when my ex grabbed my arm hard.
Hey, we're not done talking.
Let her go.
Arthur grabbed his wrist just tight enough to make him wince.
Who are you?
He's a prince, and you should watch your mouth. The whole group burst out laughing. I couldn't even blame them. I'd reacted the same way at first.
Then I must be the king.
The music suddenly cut off. The principal pushed through the crowd, face pale, walked straight to Arthur, bowed deeply and loudly, and announced his royal title. The whole room seemed to freeze when Arthur turned to me, held out his hand, and didn't spare them a single glance. I knew the other girls were jealous, but like I said, I didn't care what they thought of me. That night didn't end with fireworks or applause. It ended quietly.
I have to go back. My country needs me.
I nodded. I'd known this moment was coming.
Thank you, Mary. You taught me how to see people, how to act when it matters. I won't forget that. I won't forget you.
Me neither. He leaned down and kissed me, and this time, I didn't pull back.